This bite's going to be for our solar plexus, or what's commonly called like our will center. If we think of our root as our overall sense of security and tribe, it's what grounds us, and then we have the sacral chakra, which is our creativity, where we start to express ourselves. Then the solar plexus is like goal achievement. It's kind of that extra separation, the individuating of the self, where we start to put ourselves out into the world to achieve things. We'll go ahead and start with taking some deep breaths. Allowing your first few breaths to be really deep belly breaths. But then, after you've taken a few breaths and felt into your body, allowed yourself to relax, breathe into your solar plexus, which is that area where your ribs meet, right below your rib cage, where they come together. Breathe into that space, being kind of the will center, the driver of the body. I always think of it as like a sun. That's where our heat comes from a little bit. The will. As you're drawing your attention into this center, pay attention to how you relate to your I, to the I am, to the will center, to the me. Is it strong and powerful? Do you exert that power over others? Do you intimidate? Do you pressure? Do you feel like you have to do those things even though it doesn't feel like that's who you really are? Or are you somebody that gives your power away? That feels like you don't have power? That something outside of you is more important than taking care of yourself? Which can happen a lot, especially for parents. That can be a difficult balance, to remember to take care of yourself. It may not feel that way, but when we become martyrs, we're not giving from our full selves. We're giving from a depleted state, so we actually aren't helping anybody. Well, we may be helping people, but we're not helping to the extent that we could if we were to take care of the I am first. Just noticing how you relate. How do you relate to yourself? How do you feel? Do you feel balanced? Do you have healthy boundaries? Continuing to breathe into your solar plexus. Allowing the light from your solar plexus, however you imagine it, allow it to radiate out, filling up your field. And then noticing, when you reach the edge of what you perceive to be your field, how does your field feel to you? How does that boundary on your field feel? Is it hardened? Is it permeable? Is it flexible? Is it not there? Just noticing how you maintain that field, how you maintain that boundary. Does it feel comfortable? Can you move around inside your boundary and it feels flexible, but it feels like it's protecting you? You have a good relationship with it. This is a good place to check in when either you're feeling depleted or off center. And you can feel that way too, like if you're in a position where you have a lot of authority and you're expected to exercise authority, just a lot of responsibility that you're pushing out all the time. You're pushing out, you're managing and monitoring everything. We're checking back in with our eye center. Where are my boundaries? Allowing yourself to drop back into that space of where you feel comfortable. Where you get to exercise your individuality, but you can still be compassionate, empathetic. I feel like our integrity relates a lot to this center. Are we acting in integrity? Are we making choices that support our integrity and our highest self? When we're deliberately acting from this center, we are responding to life. We are not simply reacting to life. We're making a deliberate choice. And it's a choice for our highest good. Take a deep breath into your solar plexus, drawing your attention into the center of the center of the center, and connecting on the other side. Drawing in, drawing in. And then as you exhale, drawing all that energy from the other side, filling up your field, checking in with your boundaries, choosing, making a deliberate choice of how you want to be. Who is it that I want to be? We decide who we are. Filling that up with the vision of the ideal self. I'm going to do some figure eights. Sealing that in. Just notice throughout the day if you feel disconnected from yourself, checking back in, or if you're pushing out too much. Come back to yourself either way, allowing yourself to feel that center and being the person that you want to be.